Hello, and this is the doctor. We are here today to examine a viable solution to the current economic crisis in the United States. And it seems that the list of problems is substantial, as are these problems themselves. Amongst the largest are the war, foreclosures occurring at record numbers with no slowdown in sight. CEOs are taking in millions of dollars on corporations that are failing. All of our manufacturing jobs have gone to China. We are at the total mercy of the oil companies with no hint of a plan to rectify the situation. Auto giants are taking government loans with no plan at all. $350 to $750 billion was issued with no idea as to how it is or will be used. And we are about to enter a depression greater than the Great Depression of the 1930s.
Well, doctor, tell me then. What should I do? What can I do? What would help the current economic state of this country? What would it take to put people back in their homes, put folks back to work, put suspendable cash back in the hands of the people, stop the decline in real estate values, and turn around the foreclosure situation?
But there is one thing, and one thing only, that will do it. Lowering the interest rate. It is plain to see that if a very favorable interest rate were available, that it alone would spur the economy and would have stopped all of this mess before it even started. Given the current state of affairs, you would think the bank would have pushed the rate to nearly 0% if they were truly concerned for the state of the American people and the economy. But this is not so. It appears even as the dark clouds gather that the profit is still more important than the lives and welfare of the general public. They can lose their jobs, their retirement, homes, and be out in the street by millions, and still the bank wants the interest. Now, I believe in profit, but like all things in life, there is a point of excess, and we are seeing it now. As our president said, we are feeling an economic hangover. So, my solution is to stop the drinking. I want to propose a solution for the US and the Americans, and it will still have a profit, but not as much. These are extraordinary times and will not be resolved with anything less than extraordinary solutions. So my plan is to make available to the American public a loan, a new type of loan that applies to the real estate market. Quite similar to a real estate loan, but different. We will call this a 1-1-1 loan. So here it is. One loan per person, one time per person, a 1% interest rate. 30-year fully amortized with no prepayment penalty, and you may cash out on the equity if there is any available. Also, it would have to be non-assumable. Now for some math. Payments at 1% fully amortized for 30 years are $321.64 per $100,000. So, by those numbers, $300,000 would cost $964.92 per month. Please remember that this is principal and interest and does not include insurance and property taxes. So, if you are refinancing your home, but it is in an upside down position, meaning that your house is worth $200,000, but the note is $300,000, so you must refinance for the face value of the note, in this case $300,000, so that the bank will recover the principal amount on the loan and it will make the principal more secure. In the end, the bank might lose interest, but not the principal. So, if your home is foreclosed but the title has not transferred to a new owner, you can get it back. The same goes if it is in that upside down position, as in the previous case. Negotiate the foreclosure fees and then they may be added to that 1% loan. If you have lost your home and it is now titled to another, you can go get another home of your choosing with your 1% loan. If you have never purchased a home, you can now. If you are a current homeowner in good standing, you can refinance your existing home or use your one-time 1% loan to buy a second home. If you own multiple properties, You get one loan, one time, on one property only, just like everyone else. It is guaranteed that this will not break the bank. As you can see, this will create a multifaceted solution. By creating demand for real estate, which will boost values, this affordable 1% loan will stop foreclosures. And 1% will put money into people's pocket, and it is a very good guess that they will go spend it. The bank will still make the money, and if the 1% is hurting them too much, we will just give them a credit so that it doesn't until the market starts rising again. They can continue the business as usual. Now the banks may say, the borrower signs a loan, so too bad, they have to pay. If you think about it, this is unrealistic. What are the banks thinking when they qualify a borrower at subprime, then 6 months to 24 months later, the borrower has to pay at the regular rate? Did the banks really think these borrowers were going to get the pay raises enough to cover these payments? I think not. I think they were knowingly burying us into our own debt. This 1% loan punishes both. The bank preserves the principal on these loans but loses it in interest. The borrower pays because they are forced to refinance at the face value and thusly awaits for the market to recover. The rest of America scores because they should. They have been current on good loans. So America, we are already guaranteeing hundreds of billions of dollars in bailout loans. It would only seem fair that we would have the right to guarantee ourselves a 1% loan. So if this seems good to you, please visit www.go111plan.com for more information.